morning. It's Thursday, October 3rd. This is It Happened Today in History. Hope you like these. Let's get into it. In 1995, O.J. Simpson is acquitted. In the 19th century, in 1873, actually, you got a good article on this. On October 3rd, 1873, United States military hangs four Native Americans found guilty of murdering the Civil War general Edward Canby during the Modoc War in Oregon. Canby was the highest-ranking military official and one of the only generals ever to be killed by Native Americans. And as we continue, in art, literature, and film history, 1955, the Guinness Book of Records debuts. In 1967, writer, singer, and folk icon Woody Guthrie dies. In 1992, Sinead O'Connor tears up a photo of Pope John Paul II on Saturday Night Live. In 2014, Serial debuts, inaugurating the podcast boom. In the Cold War, in 1990, East and West Germany reunite after 45 years. The Berlin Wall came falling down. In crime, in 2011, Amanda Knox murder conviction overturned in Italy. In European history, in 1981, May's hunger strike is called off. In 1932, did I do that one? No. In 1932, Iraq wins independence from Great Britain. In sports, in 1951, a miraculous home run wins the pennant for New York Giants. In 1997, Gordie Howe, 69, is the only pro hockey player to compete in 6 decades. Played hockey for 60 years, approximately. Wow. U.S. presidents in 1863, President Lincoln proclaims official holiday Thanksgiving. In 1863. It's been around for a while. In 1917, on October 3rd, 1917, 6 months after the United States declared war on Germany and began its participation in the First World War, the U.S. Congress passes the War Revenue Act, increasing income taxes to an unprecedented levels in order to raise money for the war effort. The 16th Amendment, which gave Congress the power to levy an income tax, became part of the Constitution in 1913. In October of that year, a new income tax law was introduced, a graduated tax system with rates starting at 1% and rising to 7% for taxpayers with income above $500,000. Though less than 1% of the population paid income tax at that time, the amendment marked an important shift, as before most citizens had carried on their economic affairs without government knowledge. In an attempt to assuage fears of excessive government intervention into private financial affairs, Congress added a clause in the 1916 requiring that all tax information on the returns be kept confidential. By then, however, preparation for and entry into World War I had greatly increased the government's need for revenue. Congress responded to this by passing the initial Revenue Act in 1916, raising the lowest tax rate from 1 to 2%. Those with incomes above 1.5 million were taxed at 15%. The act also imposed new taxes on estates and excess business profits. So from the beginning, the rich were actually paying more than anybody else. And yet we're still on the cry, tax the rich, tax the rich. They found out it trickles down. By 1917, largely due to the new income tax, the annual federal budget was almost equal to the total budget for all the years between 1791 and 1916. Still more was required, however. In October 1917, Congress passed the War Act, lowering the number of exemptions and greatly increasing tax rates. And that's your tax history for today. And finally, in World War II, 1942, Germany conducts first successful V-2 rocket test. And that's all we have for this Thursday. Hope you liked them. Please like, follow, share, comment, ask questions, make fun of, help a guy out. I'll see you tomorrow.